Today I'm going to explain you what is offshore accident lawyer. Need offshore injury lawyer. Have you been injured in an offshore or maritime accident? The ocean is the most dangerous workplace on the planet. US maritime industry are found nearly every state, employing more than 400,000 workers across the nation. Maritime workers find employment in a variety of fields such as shipyards, marine terminal, fishing, aquaculture, seafood processing, commercial diving, and marine transportation. According to the Center for Disease Control, maritime workers face a higher risk fatality, injury, and illness than the average American worker. Offshore injuries are covered by laws that are different from those that apply to land-based work. If you or someone you love has been injured or fallen ill while working offshore, we encourage you to get in touch with an experienced offshore injury attorney at Montana Maritime Law as soon as possible to request your free case evaluation. Types of offshore injury. When an offshore worker takes on employment in the maritime industry, it is understood the job is physically demanding and comes with inherent risks that are far more dangerous compared to land-based work. Injuries are common and range from the very minor to horrific and even death. In many cases, minor injury can become much more significant over time. Traumatic brain injury can be sustained in any number of ways. Offshore workers are consistently putting themselves in construction and industrial-like environment. A blow to the head from a slip or fall, or being struck by swinging around secure cargo can cause traumatic brain injury. This can result in permanent cognitive or personality, spinal, and back injuries. Operating equipment, carrying heavy loads, and hard labor can be back-breaking work, requiring many hours of standing, lifting, twisting, and pulling. Offshore workers can sustain injury from falls or being struck by physical or unstable loads. A back or neck injury can result in paraplegia or quadriplegia even when medical attention is administered properly. Here can be long-term disabilities associated with spinal and back injury. Slips and falls. Injuries experienced in slip and falls are among the most common and can be serious. Accidents caused by slip and falls can result in concussion and contusion to broken bones in some cases. Sleeping on the deck of a ship or platform can send you overboard, which immediately escalates into a very hazardous situation. Loss of hearing. If hearing protection is not provided or mandated, it's possible that over time, workers will be exposed to enough significant noise to diminish their hearing. In some cases, where work environments are loud enough, tinnitus or total hearing loss can develop. Loss of limbs. Inadvertently walking into the path of a truck or forklift, working with cable under tension, or getting a leg caught and crushed beneath unsteady cargo like coils, pipes, pallets, and tires can lead tires can lead to injury requiring amputation. The loss of limb is a life-changing injury and often requires a prosthetic. Crushing injury and broken bone. Offshore work usually entails a significant reliance on heavy machinery, either for construction or for day-to-day work. Injuries can often occur when this machinery breakdowns, when safety procedures are not followed. These injuries often result in broken or crushed bone. Crushing injury can also result in damage to internal organs and create life-threatening situations. Hypothermia and frostbite. Offshore and maritime employees often work in extreme environments and at all times of the day and night. This means that offshore workers are often exposed to extremely cold conditions, which can cause hypothermia or frostbite. These dangers are exacerbated by exposure to water, either through harsh conditions or a fall overboard. Drowning. A fall overboard can quickly escalate into a life-threatening injury, especially if recovery is not immediately. Hypothermia can become an issue even in relatively warm water. Lung damage. When safety procedures are not followed, are not enforced, or when accidents cause spills, workers can suffer serious chemical injury. When these chemicals are inhaled, severe and long-term lung damage can occur. In certain cases, exposure to high quantity of the chemical can become immediately life-threatening. In other cases, smaller exposure can result in smaller injury that can become chronic or cumulative. Enjoyment of life. Additionally, if you qualify as John X. Seaman, you are entitled to maintenance and cure, which is a basic right of all seamen. If you have suffered a work-related injury, your employer must pay your general living expense and medical expense. Offshore workers do not meet the definition of seaman may qualify for benefit under different federal law. The Longshore and Harbor Worker Compensation Act (LOCA). In the most severe case, offshore injury can lead to death. Workers' family may be entitled to compensation through a wrongful death claim against the responsible party. Choosing the right offshore injury attorney. If you have been injured in an offshore accident, it, it's critical that you have an experienced maritime or offshore injury lawyer by your side who can fight aggressively for your legal right. Maritime attorneys are skilled litigators who understand federal and state marine law and international agreements and have sound judgment when it comes to helping you win your case and getting you the maximum compensation and deserve for your injury. Maritime law is a highly skilled and specialist art of law, and there are not many attorneys who practice in the field as effectively as attorney at Montana Maritime Law. Types of case brought under maritime law. Cruise ship accident, cargo ship accident, barge accident, dredge accident, dry dock accident, engine room accident, ferry accident, gangway and boarding, heavy lift ship accident, helicopter accident, marine cargo handling, marine terminal accident, oil rig accident, oil spill accident, and shipyard accident. And this is type of case about maritime law.